From the storm of fitna that breaks hearts in the name of love, from the eyes that cry behind smiles, from the pain of waiting, the ache of silence, and the confusion of unanswered prayers. This video wasn't made to go viral. It was made to find the one who's tired but trying, to reach the heart that quietly whispers, Ya Allah, how much longer must I wait? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Let me say something to you today, not as a scholar, not as a speaker, but as someone who has also waited, who has also cried, who has also asked Allah, when? Let me tell you something real, from the soul. Allah's delay is not His denial. Just because it hasn't come yet doesn't mean it's not coming. Just because you haven't found them doesn't mean you've been forgotten. Allah sees what the world can't. You hide your pain well. You smile at weddings, even when your heart quietly aches. You laugh in conversations, even when your soul feels tired. You show up for others, give advice, send du'as, while silently wondering when someone will do the same for you. No one sees the struggle behind your strength. The nights you stay up crying, not from weakness, but from surrender. The 2 a.m. sujood where your forehead meets the ground, trembling with hope. The moment you deleted a number that once made you feel loved because you realized it was pulling you away from Allah. You walked away from what wasn't halal, even though it shattered something inside you. You let go of comfort to honor conviction. You chose obedience over temporary connection, and now you wait. Sometimes in silence, sometimes in sadness, sometimes wondering if anyone even notices how hard you're trying. But I want to remind you, from the depths of my heart, Allah sees you. He sees the sincerity in your struggle. He sees the courage it takes to keep choosing Him. Even when it hurts, He hears every whispered dua, even the ones too broken to say out loud. He counts every tear that falls onto your pillow, the ones you quickly wipe away before Fajr. And even if the world never claps for your purity, even if no one says, I'm proud of you for your sacrifice, Allah does. He is Al-Basir, the all-seeing. He is Ash-Shakur, the most appreciative, and nothing you've left for His sake will ever be forgotten. So keep going, keep holding on, because while the world may miss what you carry, Allah never does. And when He rewards from places you couldn't even imagine, not just with love, but with peace. Not just with someone, but with something eternal. Your patience is never wasted. Your pain is never unnoticed, because Allah sees what the world can't. You are not being ignored. You're being protected. It felt like rejection, like a door slammed shut, like a chapter ended before the story even began. You thought it was love. You thought it was meant to be. And then, silence, distance, loss. But let me tell you something your heart needs to hear. Today, you are not being ignored. You're being protected. That message that never came, that relationship that never grew, that person who walked away without explanation, it wasn't rejection. It was divine redirection. You didn't lose them. You were saved from what they would have cost your soul. You weren't abandoned. You were shielded from a path that looked sweet, but would have led to bitterness. You didn't fall behind. You were placed in a sacred pause. A pause where Allah is pouring into you while the world rushes by, unaware. Sometimes loneliness isn't a punishment, it's protection. A divine cocoon where you're not just waiting, you're becoming, because rushed love turns into confusion. But love that is written and preserved by Allah, that becomes peace, and peace is always worth the wait. So don't mourn the ones who couldn't stay. Don't chase what walked away. Don't question the pauses that make you feel forgotten. Instead, Trust the unseen mercy that's unfolding. In the background, trust that Allah removes what distracts you so He can give what aligns with you. He withholds not to hurt you, but to prepare you for something sacred, something that will honor your soul, not just entertain your emotions. And when the time is right, when you are right, what is meant for you will arrive effortlessly, not through begging or breaking, but through barakah. So hold on. You are not being overlooked. You are not being left behind. You are simply being preserved by the one who knows exactly what your heart needs, even when you don't. Real love begins with Allah. You don't need someone to complete you. You were never created incomplete. You need someone who will worship beside you, not someone who becomes your world, but someone who helps you reach the one who created it. And that journey starts with you, with learning to love Allah first, because a heart that clings to creation before the Creator will always break. No matter how beautiful the connection seems, if it's not rooted in Allah, it won't last. But hearts that begin with Allah are hearts that are never truly alone. They find comfort in His remembrance. They find clarity in His guidance. They find patience in His promises. When your heart belongs to Allah first, you no longer chase love. You prepare for it. You purify for it. You pray for it. Not from a place of desperation, but from a place of trust. Because real love isn't loud. It's not found in endless messages or public gestures. It's found in quiet du'as, in the discipline of waiting, in the courage to say no to what looks good, because your soul is waiting for what is good. Allah doesn't delay love to punish you. He delays it to protect you, to refine your heart before you give it away, to make sure that when you finally meet the person written for you, you're not handing them a wounded version of yourself, but a version that's been healed through Him. And when He finally writes that love into your life, it won't be based on ego, lust, or appearance. It will be built on tranquility, sincerity, and sabr. A love that reminds you of Jannah, not dunya. A love that makes you both better Muslims. A love that carries barakah, not baggage. Allah promises, indeed, the patient will be given their reward without account. Surah Az-Zumar 39:10. So be patient, be intentional, and most of all, be His. Because real love doesn't begin in someone's arms. It begins in sujood. Don't let this season make you bitter. Let it make you better. Yes, I know you're tired. Tired of being told, just be patient. Tired of holding your breath every time your phone lights up, hoping it's them. Tired of watching everyone else take wedding photos while you scroll past in silence. Tired of praying for love, yet waking up to the same quiet, lonely room. And deep down, you wonder, am I being forgotten? Am I being punished? Is Allah hearing me at all? But I need you to hear this today, not from a place of cliché, but of conviction. This waiting is not wasting. This silence, it's not empty. It's sacred. This is not a delay of punishment. It's a delay of preparation, because what you're praying for is heavy. Love is not light. Marriage is not soft. And your soul deserves more than just someone. It deserves someone who's right. Don't let this chapter harden your heart. Let it soften it. Let it teach you to become who you needed when you were younger. Let it guide you into deeper sujood, more sincere tears, and more powerful du'as. Use this season to build yourself, to pray with presence, to heal from wounds no one else sees, to break cycles so you don't repeat them in love. Your soulmate isn't just a person you meet. They're a mirror to the work you've done, a reflection of what you've prepared for in both heart and habits. So no, don't let this season make you bitter. Don't become numb. Don't close off. Let it make you better, wiser, softer, stronger. Because when the right person enters your life, you'll understand why it couldn't be anyone else, and why it couldn't be any sooner. Allah. is not late. He's just writing a story worth reading. And right now, he's still preparing the main character. You. Fapi 5, the dua. You didn't go unheard. You see, dua is never lost. It either comes as what you asked for, something better, or protection from what would have harmed you. Maybe you asked Allah for love, and He gave you distance. Maybe you asked for someone, and He gave you silence. That's not a rejection. That's wisdom, because Allah sees what you don't. He hears conversations you're not part of. He knows the reality behind smiles, the hidden sins behind Islamic proposals, the hearts that don't fear Him. So if He's keeping you alone, maybe He's keeping you safe. When nothing happens on the outside, everything is happening on the inside. You may feel stuck. You may feel like nothing's moving. But what if I told you the most important changes are invisible? Because right now, your heart is being upgraded. Your patience is being trained. Your perspective is being reformed. Your soul is being aligned. So that when the right person comes, you don't sabotage it with past wounds, ego, or emotional immaturity. Sometimes when nothing is happening outside, everything is being prepared inside. Don't settle for half halal love. Yes, I know. It's tempting. The sweet words, the emotional connection, the promises. But be careful. Not every halal talk ends in nikah. Not every Islamic quote hides an Islamic intention. If someone can whisper sweet things in private, but walk away from you in public, they're not for you. If someone calls you soulmate without even fearing Allah, run. Because the one Allah sends won't pull you away from Him. They'll pull you toward Him. The one who fears Allah will love you differently. Wait for the one who lowers their gaze even when they want to stare. Wait for the one who mentions your name in dua before mentioning it to you. Wait for the one who fears losing Allah's love more than losing your attention. Because love, real love, begins in submission, not seduction. So until Allah writes your name in someone's destiny, protect your heart and know that you're not missing out. You're being set apart. The right person comes in the right time. By the right decree, Qadr isn't late. Allah doesn't forget. Be patient. Indeed, Allah does not let the reward of the righteous be lost. Surah Hud 11:1-15. Maybe He's writing your story differently because you asked for something rare. You didn't ask for a fling. You asked for forever. You didn't ask for chemistry. You asked for peace. You didn't ask for a fairy tale. You asked for a faith tale. So trust Him, even when it hurts, even when it's silent, even when everyone else seems to be moving on, because Allah saves the best for last. Final reminder. You're not behind. You're being prepared. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not unlovable. You are simply in a season that requires faith, not fear. A season that calls for patience, not panic. A season where you hold on to your dignity, your modesty, and your dreams, while trusting the one who holds your future. And wallahi, when it comes, when Allah finally sends what you prayed for, you'll understand why it was delayed. You'll understand why you cried. You'll understand why every no was actually a better yes in disguise. So until that day comes, don't give up on your dua. Don't give in to loneliness. Don't lower your worth for attention. Don't chase what wasn't written for you, because the soul meant for you will recognize you not by your looks, but by the way your heart reflects Allah. Wait for the one who makes you feel closer to Jannah. May Allah grant you a love that begins with His name, is filled with His remembrance, and ends with His mercy. In Jannah. Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This wasn't just a video. This was a divine reminder. Not from me, but through me, from Allah. Don't give up. The right soul will find you, in the right time, by the right decree.